Hey everybody, and welcome to episode 114 of Daisy Knits. I'm Daisy. We're hanging out here in the schoolroom, and this will be a quick, short, dirty episode probably because I need to leave for YarnCon and go set up my booth for this weekend. So we'll hop right on into this thing. The first thing, actually, the very first thing I'll show you is my lovely Pili. It is finished. Last time we sat and chatted, I had just to finish off this little lace section and it is done. I have not washed or blocked this yet just because it has been so wet and rainy here and I have been crazy busy with life and everything. I just haven't sat down and done it. However, I wore it. I did weave in all my ends and I wore it already. So it's massive. I am very interested to see when I do wash and block it what it ends up growing into, how long it is, because it's huge now. I want to say it ended up using like 268 grams or 86 grams. I can't remember. I think it was 260 something grams of yarn. So this is finished, and I did do exactly like the pattern said on this edge. I bound it off just like the pattern said. I'm not certain that I'm going to be thrilled with that yet. After I wash it, I will see how it lays. It's not bad. It's not wanting to curve in really big, but I'm not certain how it's going to stay. So, one thing finished. The other thing that is somewhat finished is my socks. I'm just going to throw all kinds of things on the floor today, and y'all can't see any of it. So, these are socks that I have done from Dana of the Unwind Yarn Company. It's her sock yarn, and there's no heel because I'm not going to keep these. The whole time I was knitting on these, I had a friend that kept coming to mind, and so I think what I'm going to do is when I see her next, which I think will be in November, I'm going to have her try them on, and I will cut and put the heel in so they fit her. But I love the yarn and stuff, but I just felt like they weren't meant for me. So these are actually going to end up sitting for several months until I can see her again. And here's the yarn that I have left over. So I have a good chunk. I have a hefty chunk left. I'll have plenty for her heels and some more. Hang on a moment. Here we go. And this is in the In Dreams colorway on the Journey sock from Unwind. So I think that was just a 64 stitch plain vanilla cuff down sock. I just kind of knit until I felt like, yeah, that was a decent length, but the whole time I was knitting it, I was on the fence and I just feel like they're not meant for me. So I will put them aside. One more thing, but I have to reach again because it jumped. All right, current project. Because I am leaving for YarnCon, like in 30 minutes, I needed a project that would be very brainless. I can sit in the booth and just work on and be able to pick up and put down. So I went back and I found a skein of yarn that did not dye correctly. I pulled it out and I'm just doing a cuff down sock for my son. Nothing fancy. His will have a heel flap and probably a Dutch heel turn on it because I like that one. So this is the current project. I think I cast these on yesterday, so I haven't made a whole lot of progress, but he doesn't have a really long, he does not want a really long leg, and he doesn't necessarily have a really long foot yet. His foot's a little smaller than mine right now, so these probably won't take me too long to do, but this is my travel project for this weekend. And, you know, a pair of socks are just, they're brainless for me. So that's what I've been working on. The only other thing I've really been working on is some master knitter. I have a little bitty swatch here. And to be honest, this swatch, and I kind of went around and around because I'm not sure I'm really thrilled with it. Let's see if I can show you. So you see my little C's here? I short rowed it, but I didn't pick up my wraps. I'm happy with my Kitchener. I think I did a pretty decent job, although I do have a really tight stitch right here and right over here. Might have to fix those. But I think I'm going to redo this swatch and pick up the wraps this time and see how I like that better. So one swatch, but I'm not sure I'm going to turn this one in. That's been my whole week. For me, it's been a crazy week. We've prepped for YarnCon, but also for those of you who are not on Instagram with me, Butter swallowed a bouncy ball over the weekend and has been in the vet hospital pretty much this whole week. We're hoping she'll get to come home today, but we don't really know for sure yet. So that is my week. I'm trying to think if there's anything else. If you're going to be at YarnCon this weekend, stop by, say hi. I'd love to meet you. Otherwise, shop stuff will all be put up next week again. Shop is down because I'm taking it all with me. And I'll start adding the new things into the shop after I come back. So that's what I have, I think, to share. Other than that, I will chat at y'all next week. All my contact information's at the end. And I'll talk to you later. See ya!